Hello everyone, guess where I'm at today? Or I should say this morning. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm in downtown LaGrange, Kentucky at the street running section. We've got a military train coming this way. It's going to have 29 tanks on the front, 4 locomotives pulling it, one of them's a switcher. It's going to have all kinds of mixed freight. So there's your time, 4 a.m. Train's coming through southbound. This is going to be a good one. It's going to have all kinds of stuff, box cars, flat cars, tank cars, covered hoppers, even an open hopper on the train. There's the track. Go ahead and start the video, son. Here we go, downtown LaGrange, Kentucky. Street running train, military. All right, here we go. Here comes the train in 4K. I was notified, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was notified that the train was getting ready to leave Queensgate Yard. This was about midnight. So as soon as I got that notification, I was like, I'm on my way. "29 tanks on the front, 4 locomotives. The last one's a little switcher. Got some GEs on the front here too. Here we go. Department of Defense. That's what that stands for. There you go, right in the middle of the road. How cool is that? We'll have some box cars on here too, not just tankers. I know there's going to be at least 5. So it took the train about 4 hours to get here from Cincinnati. No other trains are on the line. This is the only train on the line right now. Nothing else is moving on this entire line from Cincinnati to Louisville. This is a long one. $5.73 or something like that. M573. All right, there she goes. Well, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, that was a good one right there. I've been wanting to get another military train for a long time, so anytime you know of one, let me know. Well, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Next. Don't really have a plan, but we'll figure something out. So don't go away yet. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was pretty cool. Downtown LaGrange, Kentucky. Population 9,063. Well, it's after 7 a.m. and no other trains have come through. That was the only train on this entire line. So I think I'm gonna head on home. I might stop in Walton, Kentucky on the way home, see if I get some trains there. But I got a long drive. And it should start getting light here soon. The traffic really picked up. Looks like it's rush hour traffic. Look at all the cars going through here. I was hoping for 2 street running trains, but I'll settle for the military train. I'll definitely settle for that. That military train, that really makes it worthwhile. So let's see what else we can get into. But wait, there's more. I stopped in Walton because it's halfway home, and I'm only here for about a half an hour, and I hear a train on the scanner. They're northbound. It's train number 142, and I heard them call out the signal at 35.6. Now I'm at milepost 21, so they're not very far away. They'll probably be here in, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, something like that. Coming from that direction. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Well, the train I heard about 45 minutes ago has stopped. It's up that way. There's double track just a couple miles up there. I think that's where they're at because I'm picking up the end of train device really strong. So they stopped, and the signal, which is way down there on the right, I don't think it'll show up. So it's just too far away. It won't show up on there. It went from green to red. So there might be a southbound coming first. We'll see what happens. Okay, we've got the 29F coming through.
Coming south on number 1,
I hear 'em.
like permission 3-year limits, the 24.4 to the 28.4 with lead unit NS1004.
There they are. Hey, let's do a speed check. I got my little radar gizmo with me.
1004.
Finally getting one. Yay! They're booking. Oh, they're speeding up. Going around the super elevated curve.
Milepost 20.0, no defects. Repeat, no defects.
Wow, they were booking. That was a good one. They sped up. They were first going about 44 or 43, and then they sped up to all up to about 51. So that was pretty good. And the wind coming off that has me frozen. So after they clear the double track, I should get a train coming in that direction. So let's see what happens. I need to get 2 more trains. I'm heading home. But wait, there's more. Hey, I just heard engine number 4603 get permission to restart and come out from track 2 onto main 1. The other train just passed them, and they're going to be going northbound. So I'm going to move over to the Gaines house and get them over there. Changing locations around a little bit just to make things interesting. Here's the Gaines house. So we're going to park over here somewhere and find a spot to get that train. There's the Gaines house. Yep, an hour and a half after I left Walton, the L404 local went through town. It had 3 locomotives and 3 cars of scrap for the customer on the what would be the north side of LaGrange. They'll set those off and then they'll do a runaround and then go back towards Louisville. So we are now at the Gaines house, and over there's the track. We're going to catch the Norfolk Southern northbound right over there. All right, there they are. I heard them give a roll-by inspection to that intermodal train that went by. I think it's 29F. I think that's what they said. Let's see how fast this train's going. Sounds like they're notching up. They're increasing speed, you can tell. Sorry about moving around so much. I got it zoomed way in. I wonder what that front locomotive is. Here they come. cool. GPU, I see you. Times 2. Wow, that was a long train. Speeding up a little bit too. They sped all up to 30 miles an hour. I think they were about 26 maybe when they first got to me. Those double DPUs were working hard. That was pretty good. Only one engine on the front, but 2 DPUs in the middle. So I guess they were doing most of the work. I don't know what that noise was. There's the Gaines house. That is the oldest house in Walton, Kentucky, and owned by the city of Walton. And this is an emergency railroad crossing. It's always closed. I have seen the gate open a couple times. All right, there you go. Sure would like to get one more train, just one more. Thanks for watching. All right, we got another train coming. Yay, I'm getting lucky. Look at this. I'm blessed. We got a southbound. Wonder how fast this one's going. Sun came out. I like those rail box cars. These are pretty cool. for you. I see you. Hey, an old Amtrak boxcar. And there she goes. Top speed about 33 miles an hour. Yeah, you can always get some trains over here on the Norfolk Southern line. CSX line over there is not doing anything. I got that one train in LaGrange. That's it. That's the only thing that's been on that line. You know, that local went through LaGrange and back to Louisville. So it didn't make it over here. So, you know, the CSX line goes underneath the Norfolk Southern, right over there where that bridge is, right down there. See that railroad bridge? CSX goes underneath of that. And it's on the other side of the Gaines house.
Milepost 20.0, no defects. Repeat, no defects.
But yeah, there hasn't been much activity on that CSX line at all. There was a train on it last night at about 9:30. A train went across CSX line. Then I got that one at 4 o'clock in the morning in LaGrange. That's it.
No defects. Repeat, no defects.
Nothing else. And this is the emergency railroad crossing. Rarely ever used. I actually used it one time. I filmed it too. The gates were open, so I drove home that way. See, if I could use this, I could save 2 miles. It's 2 miles closer for me to go home. Hold on a second. Some kind of work going on.
Track is clear. You got permission to pass conditional stop forward. The 24.4 and the 28.4 on the main two. TWO. Not exceeding timetable speed. Alright, 177 with that NS8012. Has permission to pass the conditional stop sign through the limits of the 24.4 to the 28.4. On that main two, not exceeding timetable speed. 1022, 102.
Something jumped across tracks.
1022.
I don't know what that was. Couldn't tell. It's brown. It looked smaller than deer, but it could have been deer. I just barely saw it. I don't think the camera got it. Way down there before that signal, just in front of that red signal. But anyways, if I was to take this road home, if I could get through here, I would save 2 miles, because I have to drive a mile all the way down that way, get on the main road, and then go all the way back around this way and over that bridge right there. See that bridge on top? I go over that bridge and then go that way. But if I could take this road, I could save 2 miles. I got to do it that one time and I measured it. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Had a pretty good day. I'm gonna head home. Got to rest up a little bit. There's a football game on, a playoff game later tonight I want to watch. So I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. Check out another one of my videos. Help my channel out a little bit. It costs a little bit to run around and, you know, do this stuff. So every view really helps. All right, we'll see you later. Hey, guess what? I got home just a little bit ago from LaGrange. Here it is, still the same day, and the Cincinnati Eastern is running a rock train westbound. So I'm gonna see if I can catch them up here in Mount Orab somewhere. Here we are, still the same day. I got CSX at 4:08 a.m. with the military train. Then later in the afternoon, I got Norfolk Southern in Walton. So here it is, 3:06 p.m. and I'm in downtown Mount Orab looking for the train. I think they're gonna be coming through here. So let's see what happens here. My third different railroad to chase in the same day. Pretty cool, huh? All right, before the train gets here, let's have a look at the rail. See how much rust we got on there. A little bit. Hasn't been a whole lot going across here lately. I think I probably got the last train through here a couple days ago. A couple days ago when they went east. So this is gonna be a westbound loaded train. So let's see what we can do. It'll be coming from that direction anytime. I'm listening for them on the radio. I haven't heard them go behind the trailer park yet. So we still got about 5 minutes. All right, let's have a close look at the rail. 132 pounds per yard. VT vacuum treated. What company is that? Thyssen? Never heard of them. Rolled in 1983, count the dashes, that's the month. It's a whole bunch of them. So there you go, and the train's coming. They're behind Kilbert right now, coming this way. All right, here he comes. It's gonna be one engine, looks like a SD 40-2 and maybe a dozen gondola cars of rock. It's only one locomotive today. Wouldn't be able to get 20 loads up the hill with just that one engine. Cool, look at that. Let's see, are the lights on yet? Let me zoom out just a little bit. Yep. Yeah, that's a heavy train. Just one locomotive. I didn't count the cars.
Looking out, Brooks Line.
Okay, the conductor over there at the shanty on the left, he's controlling the gates and lights. He just told the engineer it was a good roll by, and he's going to go over to Brooks Malott Road. That's a road, couple roads to the west, and he'll do a roll by inspection over there and protect the crossing. All right, so I'm going to head on up and get them again. Let's see how shiny the track got from that. Oh yeah, check the difference out. Look at there. That is really shining now. 1941 on the tie plate, 1941. It's upside down. All right, let's go get them again. Hey, there's 1940 on that one. Coming through the main part of town here. Got lucky, got the green light right away. That doesn't happen very often. And I'm kind of tired here today. You know, the sun was out too. It just went away just in the last 5-10 minutes or so because the sun was out. Too bad the train didn't come through, 20-30 minutes sooner. Anyways, let's go up and get them again. All right, I'm on Lindsay Road on the west side of Mount Orab. Now that used to be a tavern, and it doesn't look like it is anymore. I'm not sure what they do there now. And here's the road. It's closed now. Railroad track is right up there. Yep, I used to drive through here years ago when the crossing was in, and it's real steep. It was a dangerous crossing. The road was real narrow and it was steep going up, and the kids who got hit, they said they couldn't even see the train until they were up on the track. See, it's getting pretty steep right here. I'm just gonna park right about in here and walk up there. Train be coming from that way. Be coming from that way right there, and it'll be going right through here. There's the train way down there. Probably mile and a half, something like that. Let's let it get a little bit closer. All right, so here we go. He's almost to us now. He's going pretty slow, about 10-15 miles an hour, something like that. Top speed's only 25 on the line. Let's see if we get a wave here. You see the, yep. There he goes. All right, there she goes. They're going to go through Williamsburg, then they'll go into Afton, and they're going to stop on the east side of the yard in Afton. They'll shut down right there. All right, let's go get them on the hill for the grand finale. Here we go. Well, that was interesting. I was just talking to the guy back there, and he said that bar is still open. It's way out of the way. You wouldn't know it's there. You'd have to look for it. But it is still open. I was kind of surprised since it's, isolated ever since they cut the road. He said that one time there was a guy with a pizza, and they were looking for a house on Lindsay Road to deliver the pizza to. And he couldn't find it. So he asked them if they wanted a pizza. Yeah, we'll take it. So they took it. Well, see, there's 3 different Lindsay Roads in this county, or this township, actually, near Mount Orab. There's 3. That Lindsay Road right there is actually in 2 pieces, since the railroad goes right through the middle of it. So there's 2 pieces there. Then there's another Lindsay Road that part of my farm is on. And there's a 3rd Lindsay Road that's south of Mount Orab, just a little tiny Lindsay Road. Well, the Lindsay Road where my farm is has 4-digit addresses. The Lindsay Road over here where the railroad crosses, that's got 5-digit addresses. So that's how you tell them apart. The other smaller Lindsay Road, it's only got 2 or 3 houses on it, so it's probably never that one. Anyways, we're going to Williamsburg now. Here we go. This used to be a drive-through right there. Used to be you could buy stuff, just drive through there. I've done it before, but not anymore. All right, here we go. Coming up the hill. I'm in 4K for this one.
Trail of foam here a mile wide. I hear that right? Foam a mile wide? There's a trail of foam a mile wide.
Yeah, he's talking to another locomotive up at Afton Yard. Here we go, got a good run. Long hood forward. Listen to that. Wow, that sounds awesome. There she goes, up the hill. Sounded pretty good. Coming across Main Street. Then the next road is Toll Gate. And then they'll enter the east end of Afton Yard. It's a 4-track yard. And the spur for the new Purina plant comes off of one of the side tracks there at Afton Yard. Purina's not shipping by rail yet, but they will be soon. There you go. Thanks for watching. I gotta head home and do a little relaxing and maybe make a video, start working on a video. Got the football playoffs going on too, so I gotta see what's going on with that. So I'm heading out of here. Check out another video. Like I always say, it helps my channel, helps pay for the gas. All right, we'll see you later.